Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to ramble on again. I've got 100 things to show you, seems like. I've done this technique before with watercolors, but I actually use my gouache. And at first I wasn't watering them down, and then I got, started just using, I put 3 colors out. I'm trying to use the jewel tones, which that was a lot darker, till I started watering them down. And I had started, here I go rambling, but I had started another one of these. I was just wanting to show you what it looked like when it first got started, but I wanted to use the jewel tones, and then I may go over them with maybe some of the metallics. But you have to tape off your page so it will have that border. But I thought that maybe if you did not want to do the border, you could just go over the page and, just do the opposite effect. Just cut out a square and then lay it on another white sheet of paper, or even a piece of black cardstock, which, you could even cut out a white thin border, then lay this on a black piece of cardstock, which would look great, which I thought about doing myself. But that's the start of that one. Okay, so but anyway, I was doing these and putting the little prints on them, and some of them I doodled in myself, and then the others I took these 2 stamps, which came from let me find my thing. What did I do with it? Right here. I had a whole stack of stuff. Come from this one, Flight of Fancy. The 2 leaves, and then it's got this one on it, and that's where I've been getting my butterfly from. And then I have this other one, which I get the smaller butterfly figure from. I can't say that even one time real fast. And this one's called Sunday Best. So that was what I used on that page the other day. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video, but first I'm going to show you some things, and then I'm going to cut these out and show you what they look like cut out. And here was some others. You just randomly doodle on, your watercolors or whatever, and then do your little doodles. Probably got you guys up too far. Okay, so put that aside. I wanted to show you this. This came out of the New Variety magazine that I had, and on the back side is this word. And they knew everyone was going to be taking it out because they even perforated the edge of it. But I went ahead and tore my magazine in, at the seam, because I didn't know it was perforated till I took it out. I was going to cut it, but it's such a, it's like a little 1/4 inch perforation, so I just went ahead and cut it off. But I guess I'll put this up in my room. I like this one, Be a Goldfish. Okay, so here was the one I meant to show you guys the other day, where I stuck the man on here, and then I had this little statue, and that may be too bright. See if I can fix it. That may be too yellow. Okay. And I have to turn it that way so it won't shimmer so bad. Okay. So that's that one. I wanted to show you what that other one looked like the other day, where I was going to put the building, but you remember I was going to put the brown building, but when I flipped it over, it had this on the back, and I thought, okay, that might look better. Okay, so that's that one. So with the brown building, I stuck over this face, trying not to get the glare. That's better. I stuck it over this face. I don't know, it just gives it interest. I kind of liked it. Okay, and this was the one where I had cut my stamp out. And you have to be ever so careful what you cut out. Because if you don't, you'll accidentally cut the eyeball out or whatever shape. And I didn't bother cutting out the eyebrows. That's another whole day and a half up there with cutting that out. And then I cut, you know, a jaggedy face, because you just don't want to cut a round thing. And then here was the way that turned out. And I did some of my, you know, Dina Wakley Asemic writing. And I don't know if I have that one handy right off. Let's see if I can find it right quick. Oh, here it is. Some of these are like this. That one went there, and then you had this one. And the square. And then you have this one, which makes that. And, okay, enough on that. But then after I did that, I took the one, this one, and done a few with my green paint. I think it had a little bit of green, a little bit of white, a little bit of glue I think it had in there. But then I took one of my faces and not only stamped it there, but came down here and stamped it off the page, and then came over here and stamped it off the page. But I thought that was a really cool effect too. And then, let me put this on a white page, and that way it won't always be coming up. So then I done some stencils the other day. I just went through a lot of my magazines and said I'm going to pull out some weird looking stencils, or either I like their stance or something to that effect, that I would like how it looked. Let's see if this is, that ain't black on the background. You know, that I like how it looked if it was to be turned over. So that's what I did here. And actually these two paints that I had used on here, I'm going to have to send these back, because this one here, well, the black, you can even shake it and you can hear water in it. And this one here is dried out. I mean, I can use it, you know, I can fix it, but that's not what I bought. So I thought, okay, maybe this one dried up because, you know, of shipping and hot weather and all that. But this one, you know, didn't get liquefied in the in shipping or hot weather. That's really not how that's supposed to be. So I'm going to have to send both these back. But anyway, I took the black and, you know, after I'd done the stencil, you know, I created the background with the gouache, put the stencil down, pulled it up, and, you know, took, I think, a little bit of the watered down blue from this little tray I had. You know, the watered down blue, since I was doing the leaves. it did that. Plus, you know, I'll add something else. I don't know. I may add this round stamp, something, and maybe some Asemic writing on here. Oh, and this one, I put this lady on the back of it. This is the one that had the building, and the one that had the leftover paint drips. So I cut this side off and put it in the corner. What I had left over was this and this, so I put it up this side. And then as I was looking for the figures, I found this lady that looked like she matched all of this, so that's how that came about. And then I found, still hopping around, guys. I had gotten the mail the other day. You know, this was the envelope. And I can't show you that right there, but this was the envelope that, and you know, had a yellow window. But when I opened it up, I thought, well, that was pretty neat, the yellow window. I thought I could put something in the yellow window, but when I opened the whole envelope up, and it had this, you know, to send back. So I thought, wow, that would probably be great for one of those. But it probably just maybe turn out like one of those. But then I even thought of using that for the middle of the flower. But, you know, it'd have to be down here, and this will be off of it. But, you know, if I really wanted to, I could cut this part off, retape it down here, or either just use half the flower. But I thought that would be pretty neat. And then this one, the other day, you know, this is one of my drips. I cut these little balls out. I've not stuck anything down, but I was going to do this one, which, you know, that was the one I did the stencil on. And I thought, would she look good on here? But then I thought I just liked the whole image altogether. But it did have words on it because, you know, this is laminated, and, you know, this was the back side of the magazine page. So it was already brown down here and dark up here. It already had paint on it where I, you know, used it as a stencil, but it had words right here, so I just took my black Posca pen. But I think I may just go ahead and put that there all together. And I believe that's it. And I'm going to cut these leaves out for you all, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back, and I've cut out all my leaves. And just want to show you all that I cut them out. You know, try to leave a little bit of white. And I think that helps to set them off. And I have some here against some like craft cardstock, which when I was looking in the Dina Wakley the other day, I was thinking she has a craft, you know, they have, you know, the journals with the craft cardstock, and I thought I have a whole pile of this craft cardstock, so I think I'll make maybe my own. And here it is against, I did use the heavy body acrylic and painted this up with it the other day, but it kind of pops really good against that. And I thought maybe I would show you all. Okay, so, you know, I was doing my little cutouts the other day, and here's this one of a guy, but, you know, I'm just going to use the back side. I've already laminated this one, and I'm thinking about laminating this one. Let's see. Put it on here. Maybe you all can see that better. I'm thinking about maybe laminating this one. But there's that one. I don't know whether... well, I mean, you can use it in black or white. But I thought that I would show you all this application here where I laminated this lady. And when I turned her over, you know, the back side was, you know, words from the magazine. And I thought, well, I like that even better. So, you know, I painted it some with the sky blue. And then a little bit of, I think, what I had left over from the gouache, the green. And I thought this would be a good application, which the other side, you know, this was I had actually laminated it. And then, I wonder if this still has glue on it. Let's see if this will still stick. I had actually laminated her and then put the cardstock back on the back of her. But I thought, since I don't know how you all use but I thought this was maybe a good application for this. I usually use these things here sometimes to hold this down. Which, you know, there's probably 4 or 5 layers of this under here, so it may take a while for this to adhere. I may have to lay something on that, but then here was some of the leaves. And I thought we could use these. And once again, I had the wrong glue bottle. But I thought I'd just maybe show you one way how you could use them. I'm just working purely from the light out of my window over here. Whoa. That'll stick really well, because we have a ton from it. See if we can't put some under her hand. And I'm going to have to really work on that. I'm going to have to lay a piece of my cellophane on top and then some weight on top of it. I think this is the one I should have dumped all the glue on. Oh, and I did go around this figure with my ink pad. The archival ink pad. I'll grab some of my plastic. And I'll have to lay all my pins on top of it's what I normally do. And let me set this aside a minute. And, oh, well, I was going to do one other thing to it. Hang on. I told you I'd get ahead of myself. See, let's move this down a minute. And I wanted to stamp from one of my Dina Wakley, no, this may be in Diane Reevely stamp. Thought I'd put that up there. And since it didn't stamp so well over there, you know, you can go back over it with your, you know, one of your Posca markers, or, you know, maybe just leave it like that. But I think it'll look okay like that. Okay, so I'll put this back over here. And here's my flower. And I'm not sure if I want to do the little circles in the middle. I have to marinate on it a little bit, but I've really got to let this dry. I had colored it in with this Pitt Artist pen, and this is the bold with the B on top. I colored it in with that, and you know, right here it's slick, so that's going to take a while to dry. But I don't think I want to fill all that in, because then I'll be covering up what I thought was really pretty. So I'll just leave it like that, and I'll probably go up here with my stencil and probably do another one, you know, and then improvise on this one, turn it around and still do the bottom. But, you know, that's the same way I had to do that one. I decided not to cut it off and, you know, try to make a full flower when I probably won't even use a full flower anyway. Okay, guys, so I hope that was some tips you can use, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe and hit that like button, and as always, see you tomorrow.